Imagine a night, not just a night on Earth, but a night on the scale of the entire universe. A place where light from distant stars travels for millions, even billions of years before it reaches our eyes. Where every point in the sky is not just a star, but possibly an entire system, with planets, oceans, and maybe even stories. By current estimates, our galaxy, the Milky Way, alone contains over 100 billion stars. And there are hundreds of billions of such galaxies in the universe. And within all this infinity, there is silence. Not just the absence of sound, but the absence of an answer. This is the Fermi Paradox. If the universe is so vast, so old, over 13.8 billion years, then even a slow-growing civilization should have had enough time to spread across the galaxy. Estimates suggest that colonizing the entire galaxy could take just a few million years, a cosmic moment. And yet, no unmistakably artificial signals, no spacecraft, no megastructures like a hypothetical Dyson sphere capable of surrounding a star and harnessing all its energy. We look, we listen, we search, and we receive only noise. Scientists don't just imagine, they calculate. There is an equation that attempts to estimate the number of civilizations in the galaxy, the Drake equation. It considers everything. The rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, the probability of life emerging, the development of intelligence, technology, and the lifespan of civilizations. And even with conservative estimates, the result is rarely zero. On the contrary, the universe should be alive. But this is where the real darkness begins. Not the darkness of space, but the darkness of understanding. Perhaps life is not a rule, but an anomaly. Think about it. For life to emerge, it's not enough to have the right conditions. It requires an almost impossible combination of factors: a stable star, the right distance from it, liquid water, a magnetic field to protect from radiation, an atmosphere, chemistry that allows complex molecules to exist. And even that is not enough. Life must begin, evolve, become complex, and only then become aware of itself. Perhaps Earth is not the rule, but the exception. A fragile coincidence that happened once in an infinite expanse. But there is another idea, a more unsettling one. What if we are not rare? What if we are simply temporary? This is the idea of the great filter. Imagine a staircase of development from lifeless matter to intelligent civilization. And somewhere along that path there is a barrier, almost impossible to overcome. It could be behind us, the emergence of life itself, or ahead of us, something still waiting. Perhaps most civilizations never survive their own progress. They create technologies that spiral out of control. Artificial intelligence that stops being a tool. Weapons that destroy not just enemies, but everything. Or they ruin their own planet so completely that recovery becomes impossible. And then the silence of the universe is not the absence of life, but a graveyard of civilizations. There is another problem. Maybe we're looking in the wrong place, and in the wrong way. Projects like SETI have been scanning the sky for decades, searching for radio signals. But radio may be only a brief phase of technological development. We ourselves are already moving beyond it. What if other civilizations used something different long ago? Quantum communication, cosmic scale neural networks, or something we can't even imagine. Then we are like someone holding a seashell to their ear, listening to the ocean, and waiting for a phone call. But what if they are already here? It sounds like science fiction. But there are hypotheses. One of them is the zoo hypothesis. Advanced civilizations observe younger ones, but do not interfere the way we observe animals in a reserve, so as not to disturb the experiment. Another is simulation, an idea popularized by Nick Bostrom, suggesting that reality itself could be artificial, and in that case, the absence of aliens is simply a system limitation. We don't see them because they are not rendered or deliberately hidden. And then comes the darkest theory, the dark forest. Imagine the universe as a vast forest at night. Every civilization is a hunter, blind, afraid, armed, and the most important rule, never reveal yourself, because any signal is like a scream in the dark. You don't know who will hear it, or whether they will let you live afterward. In such a universe, silence is not accidental. It is strategy. And now, the most disturbing thought. Maybe we have already broken this rule. We have been broadcasting signals for decades, sending messages into space, showing where we are, who we are, what we are, without even knowing if we should. And so all these ideas converge into one, simple and terrifying. Maybe silence is not the absence of an answer. Maybe it is the answer. The universe is not quiet because it is empty. It is quiet because it is safer. And if that is true, then one day we may hear something in return. Not noise, not coincidence, but something that knows we're here. And then the question will change. Not, are we alone? But, is it already too late to stay silent?